So I'm Heather Friends, and we are at the Patient Safety and Clinical Competency Center, and my role here is that I am the Executive Director. And the group from A Different Outcome are here because I was lucky enough to meet them through some colleagues of mine, and they expressed interest in coming to what we call the Patient Safety and Clinical Competency Center, or the Simulation Center. And what we do here is we offer all of our learners who are part of the college or part of the hospital's system, they can come here and they have a safe place to practice their skills. So what we did with the group today is we did a simulation with them. They met what's called a standardized patient, they interviewed him, they asked him some questions, they talked about what they thought might be going on, and then they encouraged him to go to the emergency department.
They got a chance to meet some doctors, they got an opportunity to meet a few nurses and perform some tasks and also learn about different career paths.
So we took them down and they worked with a mannequin in what is our mock emergency department. And they saved his life, and then they went into the other room, what room we're in right now, and they practiced CPR skills and listening to heart and lung sounds, as well as learning how to use an AED. And they're meeting other members of our faculty and our staff that were here with us today, so we can continue to introduce them to more and more of our team.
Hands-on aspect of today's program was really beneficial. It really helps them to see the possibilities for them in the medical field. Or folks who are working in the support staff, people who work in the kitchen. It takes all of that to run a hospital, and it's good for our young man to understand there are a ton of opportunities out there. All of us are not going to be musicians or basketball players, but we can have respectable jobs and be a great part of the community and really benefit everyone.
They asked really great questions, and sometimes I think we forget how much kids know. So they asked actually really great history questions, a lot like we would do in the emergency department, and that's always fun when kids are engaged and interested.
I'm just happy to be a part of that, and just to know if even one of them hears what we're saying and trusts us enough to come and just ask questions and help us help them, then that just makes me feel happy that we did this. It was all worth it.
Today that I'm having probably one of my most fun days at work of all time. We bring a lot of groups through, but what I'm finding as a highlight of this group, the Different Outcome group, is that these kids are so engaged. They are curious. They are excited, they were willing to learn, they are appreciative, and so it's just been a wonderful day for me to meet these incredible young people.
I've been in the hospital many times, and I never knew how it worked, so now I get to see how it worked.
I was in the room with Jimmy doing his heart rate, and was when we was looking at the EKG and checking his vitals.
I learned about CPR. I learned about how to shock.
See a real patient and see how his day was, and we went in that other room. We was watching all of the patients and checking if they were good.
Our goal is that, first of all, we know that in medicine, there are many groups of people that are underrepresented in medicine, meaning we have the patients that we take care of that come from many demographics, but the providers that are taking care of our patients, we don't look like our patients. We want to change that, and we want to increase the diversity that's within our workforce. That includes physicians and nurses and PAs and so forth. But a part of that is we know it starts before medical school, college. It starts early. So that's our main goal, is to just expose everyone to medicine so that you have the option.
So I think it's good to expose them early to different issues, like health issues that Black men may have. We spoke about high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, making sure that you get enough sleep, drink enough water. So I think that that's a great conversation to have and to start, around the age of 11.
I am proud to be partnering with A Different Outcome, and I do hope that we can make this perhaps an annual thing where we let these kids know that there's a place for them.